another product I was working with, which is burnout anticipation. And he said, hey, I want to get in touch with them. I want to bring it out here. And I said, well, if you're thinking about that, you need to talk to the Avacom guys because this is what they're doing. So,
Seattle
yep.
probably need a lot of help from the police perspective.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it might be a bit, and it's over, you guys are out there, so it's real easy for you guys to go up there and start talking with them. So I'll just do the introduction and you guys can walk it off.
Okay.
All right.
What do you want to see first, Shannon? We've got the fire trainer, the Leo,
I want the fire trainer.
police. You
I
wanna
want
do
the fire trainer first.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. 1 second. Gotta put myself on off camera and mute because the other program's gonna take it over.
Okay. This is exciting.
It is.
Arrest and mass casualty simulations with real-time feedback. Which scenario would you like to start with today?
Mass casualty.
You're on mute, Thomas.
Hi there, I'm your 911 dispatch trainer for the Waukesha. On your performance. Can you tell me a little bit about your background and experience with dispatching?
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, hear you now.
Great, I can hear you clearly now. Let's get started with our training session. To make sure we're on the same page, can you tell me which scenario you'd like to practice first, a cardiac arrest situation or a mass casualty incident?
Can hear you, Thomas. Turn it back on.
You're on mute.
In Waukesha County, our dispatch procedure for emergency situations.
Sorry, Shannon, he had to turn on his speaker on the other side.
For cardiac arrest, we prioritize getting the caller's location and quickly determining.
Yeah, go ahead.
1 second, I'll check.
Can you?
I can hear.
Can you explain?
Thomas, you go off again. Yeah, can I hear you?
In Waukesha County, our procedure for a mass casualty event involves a scene size up, triage, and resource allocation. We prioritize getting information about the number of victims, their conditions, and the location. Can you tell me about your experience with mass casualty incidents? Have you handled any similar scenarios before, or would you like to start with a simulated scenario to practice our protocol?
Can we start with practicing a simulated scenario?
Let's start with a simulated scenario. To make it as realistic as possible, can you tell me what type of mass casualty incident you'd like to practice? For example, would you like to simulate a multi-vehicle accident, a building fire, or something else? Also,
building
what's
fire,
your current level?
please.
Let's simulate a building fire scenario. You respond as the 911 dispatcher, and I'll guide you through the protocol. What's the initial call you received? Please go ahead and share the caller's information and the situation they've reported.
This is a dispatcher. I got a call from a female who's saying there's a fire in her apartment building on 20th Street.
I can hear you clearly now. To confirm, are you ready to proceed with our dispatch training scenarios, focusing on cardiac arrest and mass casualty incidents?
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Let's get back to the simulated scenario. You mentioned a female caller reporting a fire in her apartment building on 20th Street. Can you please ask her for more information about the fire, such as how many people are in the building and if anyone is trapped or injured?
How many people are in the building?
Let's get back to the simulated scenario. You need to ask the caller for more information about the fire. Please ask her, ma'am, can you tell me how many people are in the building and if anyone is trapped or injured?
Ma'am, how many people are in the building? How are anybody? Is anybody trapped or in distress?
The caller.
Hello?
Hello, I'm here to help you with your 911 dispatch training. Let's get back to the simulated scenario. The caller mentioned that her neighbor might be trapped in her apartment on the second floor. Can you please ask her if she knows the exact address of the apartment building and if she can see any flames or smoke?
Okay, I will. So
Okay.
you see that? I mean, there's a little bit of because we're on Teams, there's a little bit of the audio,
Oh,
but
yeah.
but besides that, this is just very high level. We're training it to do like simulations and it's more interactive. I hope you see
Mhm.
that. And then if you're not going in the right direction, it can actually course correct for you. That's what we like about it. It's more
Yeah.
much more adaptive and getting back on track.
If I could get you from Josh, so first off, that was cool. And I like the fact that you could go back and you could get him to kind of go through, but it also sounds like he's basically running off of the background. The AI is basically looking at the current training protocols for the location, has access to the NHTSA and the regular requirements for what a fire department is supposed to do, probably has access to it's the fire control, I forget what it is. And then the AI can go in there, Thomas, and basically address that as people are asking questions. What I liked about the training was started the training and said, do that call and answer. So part of that is there has to be, when the person is being trained, the avatar also has to listen to how they're responding and then come back and say, oh no, you should try this instead, maybe say this. And I heard him do that twice. He came
Mhm.
back and he said, okay, try this again. So there's a script that should be part of the training that the person who is talking to the avatar is going through, but yet it'll get them to speed up and get to, instead of wasting time doing it regularly, it's going to get them more comfortable. It's just like going behind driving. I think that's pretty good. And I think that getting the protocols, if I could get those guys to give me just their protocols and stuff so you could enter them in, that would be even better. What if they have an existing trainer? Could you take that image and do an image of the existing trainer? I see yeses.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure. Yep.
Okay.
That's actually better sometimes because you're on mute, Martin, because actually it's more human-like, and then somehow if they've met the trainer and they have a good rapport, and it will make the trainer actually be more like everywhere at once capability.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's the first thing I thought because the trainers for the fire departments and for EMS and for police, they're very spread. They're spread thin because there's no budget for it. So if you can basically record or get the images and get the voiceover for an existing resource trainer, it allows him and her to cross multiply. So like EMS at the state level would really appreciate that because they have to teach things from an EMS oversight to all of the different counties and then each of the cities. So they can replicate their two trainers and it can be a lot faster and not just a recorded webinar, but an actual interaction so people can talk. I think you guys nailed it. That'll be helpful.
Let's look at media. I think that's will give a
So
better
can I
context on
do
the Twitter
Mia with
communication.
Yeah.
Mia with a picture of myself so that Shannon
Yeah.
can see what it looked like if this was a trainer?
Sure, yeah, let's
It'll
do
kind of
that.
look weird, but I think you're gonna like this, Shannon.
Yeah, go ahead, do that. Yeah. Only you know that Mia could be anyone but Martin, but right now it should happen to
Hey,
be Martin.
I can be a Mia. There's nothing wrong with
Wow. Okay,
being a
well,
Mia.
let's show it.
Mamma mia!
Let's show it.
There you go.
Hang on, I'm gonna go off camera here real quick.
All right. This is pretty good. I think you guys
Yeah.
definitely have something. I got to get you some more details so you can work it.
Yeah, I think the technology is incredible. I think we made a lot of headway, and
Yep. There.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. However, I want to make sure you're okay since you called 911. Can you please tell me what's going on and what kind of help you need?
Yeah, I'm having a heart attack right now, and I'm having problem breathing. Can you help?
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, I'm here to help. If you're having a heart attack and having trouble breathing, it's crucial that we get you medical attention right away. Can you please tell me your location so I can dispatch an ambulance to you as soon as possible?
Yes,
What's your address? Where are you right now?
I'm located at 2888 Little Rock Drive, San Jose, California.
I've got your location, 2888 Little Rock Drive, San Jose, California. I'm going to go ahead and dispatch an ambulance to you right away. They'll be there as soon as possible to help you with your heart attack and breathing difficulties.
Thank you.
In the meantime, I want you to stay
I'm
on the line
having
with
problem
me and
breathing.
try to remain as calm as possible.
I'm a little bit dizzy, and I think I'm falling down to the ground right now.
Oh no, please be careful. If you're feeling dizzy and falling, try to sit down or lie down on the floor if you can, and stay as still as possible. I'm going to stay on the line with you and keep talking to you until the ambulance arrives. Help is on the way.
Thank you.
And they'll be there as soon as possible.
Mia,
just try to focus.
Mia, you look very nice person. Can you tell me what you do for a living?
Let me see. I'm a 911 dispatch officer, so I work with emergency services to help people in need like you. My job is to answer calls, assess situations, and send the right help to the right place at the right time. It's a challenging but rewarding job, and I'm glad I can be here to support you right now. But let's not worry about me. Let's focus on getting you the help you need. The ambulance should be arriving soon, and I'll stay on the line with you until they get there.
I appreciate
How are
that.
you feeling right now?
Mia, can you look at me and tell and describe what I look like?
I can see you. You appear to be an Asian man, likely of middle age to older age. You're wearing a white t-shirt and a dark baseball cap with sunglasses resting on top of it. You're seated in a room with light-colored walls, and behind you, I can see an ironing board with a floral pattern cover on the left, and what looks like an open closet or wardrobe on the right with some dark clothes hanging inside. You seem to be looking slightly to your right, and your mouth is open as if you're speaking. You appear focused and engaged, and your overall demeanor seems calm and composed.
Mia, I have another problem. I left my stove on, and now my kitchen is catching on fire.
Oh no, that's a serious situation. If your kitchen is on fire, you need to get the fire department there right away. I'm going to go ahead and dispatch the fire department to your location, 2888 Little Rock Drive, San Jose, California. In the meantime, if you can, please try to get out of the house safely. Don't try to fight the fire yourself, and don't worry about turning off the stove or anything else. Just get out of the house and go to a safe location where you can wait for the fire department to arrive. If you're able, can you tell me if there's anyone else in the house with you?
No,
And are you still experiencing?
I'm alone, not by myself, Mia.
Okay, that's good to know. Since you're alone, I just want to make sure you get out of the house safely. Please try to exit the house and get to a safe location outside.
I can't exit the house,
Don't worry.
Mia. I live in a really bad neighborhood, and I hear shooting outside my door.
Oh no, that's terrifying. If you're unable to exit the house because of the shooting outside, please try to find a safe place inside where you can barricade yourself. Get away from the doors and windows, and try to find a room with no windows or a bathroom with a lockable door. I'm going to dispatch the police to your location immediately, and I'll let them know about the shooting outside. They'll do their best to secure the area and get to you as soon as possible. In the meantime, I want you to stay on the line with me and keep me updated on your situation. If you hear any changes in the shooting or if you see anything, let me know right away. Remember, help is on the way, and we're doing everything we can to get you to safety. Just try to stay calm and stay hidden until
So I threw a lot of different wrench at the dispatcher, but you can see how interactive the dispatcher is. The thing I wanted to show you is the AI avatar can actually see me. It can actually describe to me what I look like, my posture, if I'm nervous, if I'm scared. It can actually pick up my tone. That is very important to a fireman, a police officer who say, what does the suspect look like, right?
That's
Can
right.
you describe him to me? What room is he in, and so forth. So a lot of these information, the AI can actually pick it up and pass that information on to the emergency response person.
So you're expecting that the person is going to have a mobile phone, they can go on camera when they call 911. That would be one way. A tablet that they can call 911 with so that they have video, because of course it's going to be, they have to have video for the avatar to be able to see them, right?
Yep. If you notice, most people nowadays they're calling in 911 through their mobile device, right? And then
That's correct.
with whether the fire department or police, they're using Genesis or
Yep.
Cisco or whatever, they all are video capable, right? And then that live feed can not only be sent to the 911 dispatch, that's what we saw at the city of Brea, but it can be passed on to a mobile device, right? That the police are carrying, whether it's in their vehicle or on their body. So, and the technology, we can actually, when we dispatch, we can actually even send out a drone and have the live feed sent back to the AI and have the AI analyze the feed from the drone. So it's pretty incredible technology.
So you can actually tap into the drones. You can tap in through the because firefighters wear cameras too.
Yep.
Some firefighters actually have the cameras that go in. I mean, that's been worked on.
Yeah.
EMTs not as much, but they always have some kind of an electronic device with them that they can do quick calls or whatever, so they can easily call in and put them on with the mobile. Definitely.
Right.
They also have tablets that they use. Yep.
Fire department and police have what's called MDT, mobile display terminal. Yeah, I don't see it a lot in EMT because they don't really need it. Normally, when they're responding, the police and the fire are already on the scene. So I think that's why the reason they don't have it. But even if they don't have a mobile device, we can actually send this through their 800 megahertz radio and transcribe the information that the AI is actually seeing. So the AI can transcribe it, say, hey, he's an Asian man wearing a white shirt with a black hat and so forth. And they can actually pick it up on the radio as well.
So you'd have to have access to the comms for the state of Wisconsin. You'd have to have all the frequencies by location so that it can go into that comm, because they just went digital with them. Josh was part of that. Remember, he was talking about what he was doing. I think this would be pretty.
Most of them are using Motorola 800 megahertz. And then just like what we've been doing with a lot of police department, we access their primary system, which is the CAD. We send the information over, it's transcribed and has a failover as a backup. They always have the 800 megahertz radio. And all the fire department and the police, they have their base. And then the base has the Motorola API that we can tap into there as well. Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, this is good. This will save time. And the other thing that's happening is the rigs all have a computer stood up. So they can actually tap that in and get information into the hospitals. And this is something you guys could even have that digital hospital stood up when they're getting really busy. It's that intake. They already know who's coming in. I mean, that's an easy feed so that the doctors know this is what the patient looks like versus they're hearing it over the phone or over the radio. So there is that end of care where you guys could also fit in there. And most hospitals are either Genesis or NICE, usually. So that'll work out. No, this is really cool, you guys. Go ahead, Thomas.
Yeah. And one thing you notice is, and maybe it's not very transparent, is, we can actually program it so that it can be very authoritative, very friendly, very mild, or very aggressive. So there's emotional intelligence that we can actually build into the AI avatar so that it can be, you need to go here directly right now, right? Leave your house, or be very friendly, right? No, you can take your time. I'm sorry that you're having this problem and so forth. So we can actually make that adjustment based on how the agency wants it. Some agency very aggressive, other agency you have to be mild mannered and be more more supportive of the people that's doing this, right?
Yeah, so, Milwaukee is definitely more aggressive. Green Bay is more aggressive. Madison, they are not. They are very much calm, cool, and
I'm told the worst is Boston, because Boston people, they're in your face, they're 5-inch, and I remember when I was working in Bedford, they say it's not you, it's just this is how we talk in Boston.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Thomas.
Yeah, we also down the line as we grow, we can actually find, let's say if they don't already have it, we can build, I see it coming down the line. We can custom build, devices, whether they be tablets or tough books, laptops, whatever, or integrate with visual technology. But worst case scenario, there is just a voice only capability. So just keep that in mind. It's not you're forced to use video, because some places, if it's not possible, but at least you'll get the voice interaction still.
If you guys go down the hardware line, fire and EMS and police always have tight budgets. And if you can come in and say, hey, we can provide this field equipment that works seamlessly with what we have, speed to market, they would take that in a heartbeat, because they're always looking for people to partner with. And that reminds me of what Michael was talking about for the data centers. You guys, it's a good fit. And generally, you're going to be able to outbid most of the people that are going in right now and doing bids for fire, EMS, and especially the smaller ones, the smaller groups that would want to take advantage of this. Like my community, Waterloo, it's less than 4,000 people. That police department has a bad budget, but they can't afford really expensive things, and they can work with you guys on that. And it's a good opportunity to kind of do that. I mean, it's a good niche. Go ahead.
We see on-prem hardware is like, for example, it'll be like New York or LA County, where you have a huge dispatch or police force, and we just can't handle the volume, right? So that would where you would need on-prem hardware. But I think the technology right now, we can do it in the cloud, and it's very, very persistent. We see very minimal latency coming off the cloud. So
how are you guys? Have you gotten to the point where you're testing, California mountains? When you get out of range of like a steady Wi-Fi or a steady system, have you guys
done that? That's where
we're
doing next. Orange County has deployed Starlink for a lot of their remote area. So is City of Brea. So I think we're gonna, when we do the pilot with them, that's what we're gonna test out, see how good it is. They say that some of their remote site, they have deployed multiple Starlink, and they've seen very good performance coming off those lines.
That's good. Wisconsin's doing that. I know Wisconsin is for northern Wisconsin. They're really deploying a bunch of Starlink systems right there. So if you guys are integrating with that, that's great.
Yeah. So let me show you another quick one. This is our Leo, which is our law enforcement officer, and the use case is a little bit different, but I think you get a good kick from this.
All right. You guys definitely nailed some of the pieces that both Josh and George were talking about, just from what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. I think their input was very important, and it helped us kind of fine tune the technology quite a bit. Sorry, I'm using my own face again.
Systems, haven't we? You're back in control now, officer. How can I assist you today?
Hi,
Do you have a license plate you'd like me to look up, or any other requests for support?
Yeah, I just pulled over a suspect. I'd like you to run 2 license plates for me.
I'd be happy to help you with that, officer.
Okay.
What are the 2 license plate numbers you'd like me to run?
First license plate is Alpha Tango Charlie 287. Second license plate is under Oprah Fox 986.
Let me run those plates for you, officer. For the first plate, Alpha Charlie 287, I've got a hit. The vehicle is a black sedan, registered to a John Doe. It's got a clean record, no outstanding warrants or alerts. For the second plate, Oscar Foxtrot 986, I've also got a match. The vehicle is a white van, registered to a local business. However, I'm showing an outstanding warrant for the owner, related to a traffic violation.
I see multiple suspects in the vehicle, and I am going to get ready to approach the vehicle. Can you go ahead and send me another unit to back me up?
Officer, I've dispatched an additional unit to your location to provide backup. They should be arriving shortly. Please exercise caution when approaching the vehicle, especially since there are multiple suspects inside. Keep me updated on the situation and let me know if you need any further assistance. Also, I'm going to go ahead and alert the unit that's en route to be prepared for a potential high-risk stop. Can you provide me with an update on your location and the direction you'll be approaching the vehicle from?
Yes, I'm at the corner of Euclid and Warner in Orange County, Santa Ana.
Officer, I've got your location pinpointed. The backup unit is approximately 2 miles away and should be arriving at the corner of Euclid and Warner in about 2 minus 3 minutes.
I just
They'll
have
be coming
a
from the north on Euclid.
I
You
just
can
have a
expect to see them approaching from that direction.
I just
In
have
the
a
meantime,
suspect
please
from
maintain
the
a
passenger seat that just took off. He is heading northwest down residential area. Can you go ahead and dispatch a drone DFR unit to help me track down this suspect?
Officer, I've dispatched the drone DFR unit to assist in tracking the suspect. The drone is equipped with advanced tracking technology, including thermal imaging and high-definition cameras, which will help us keep tabs on the suspect's movements. The drone is currently en route to your location and should be airborne shortly.
What is
Once it's
it?
online, I'll provide you with real-time updates on the suspect's location and direction of travel. In the meantime, please maintain a safe distance from the suspect and avoid engaging him unless absolutely necessary.
What is the
drone will help us
ETA
track
on the backup unit and on the drone unit?
Officer, I've got an update on the ETA for both the backup unit and the drone unit. The backup unit is approximately 1 minute and 15 seconds away from your location. They're currently traveling south on Euclid and will be turning onto Warner shortly. As for the drone unit, it's airborne and is estimated to be over your location in about 30 seconds. The drone will begin scanning the area and tracking the suspect's movement, providing you with real-time updates.
Once
I'll
the
continue
drone
to
is on
provide you with-
location, can you have the live feed sent directly to my terminal device?
Officer, I've confirmed that the drone is now on location and is providing a live feed. I'm patching the feed through to your terminal device now. You should be receiving the live video feed from the drone's camera, which will give you a bird's eye view of the suspect's location and movements. Please note that the feed may be subject to occasional latency or interference, but our system is designed to provide a stable and high-quality video stream. If you experience any issues with the feed, please let me know immediately so I can troubleshoot the problem.
I'm
You should now be
requesting
seeing
that
the live
the
feed on
drone
your
unit
terminal.
identify the description of the suspect so that the information can be sent to me and to the backup unit arriving on scene.
Officer, the drone unit has provided a visual of the suspect. Based on the live feed, the suspect is described as a male, approximately 5'9", with a medium build. He's wearing a dark gray hoodie, black pants, and white sneakers. He has short dark hair and appears to be heading northwest through the residential area. I'm sending this description to your terminal device and to the backup unit, so everyone is on the same page. The drone is continuing to track the suspect's movement, and I'll provide updates as necessary. Please be advised that the suspect's direction of travel may change, and we'll do our best to keep you informed. The backup unit is still approximately 1 minute away, and they'll be arriving on scene shortly. Do you have any further requests or instructions, officer?
So you can see this technology is pretty amazing, Shannon. Yeah. You know, not only can we take feed from the drone, but you know, the drone can actually go out to identify who the suspect looked like and send that to me, to backup unit and so forth. I mean, the application is, you know, we can do this for fire. We can do this for, you know, a lot of different descriptions. So I think, you know, we're just tapping into something that's pretty amazing.
No, this is pretty cool. I think that is the best demo that you guys did because it walked through that full end to end. And that's really the piece, is making sure you have those full end to ends and how it's doing it. For me, if I was on the police, if I was a police chief, basically, I would say, okay, what are the types of, what's the type of equipment that you're working with? Can you use our existing equipment? And this is where you guys come in and say, we just need to see what you have, and then we can work with it. It was great. That whole police scene, if you get that working for EMS and for fire, you got money. I mean, think about the wildfires. Think about all the flooding. Did you guys hear about all the flooding that happened in Waukesha? Yeah. They were busy. George called me up and he goes, we were out of people at that point. It was just nonstop. They got 14 inches and in some places it was 8 feet of water in downtown Milwaukee, all the way into Waukesha. They're still draining out right now. So something like this would have been really helpful for the boots on the ground to be able to say, no, this is what we're seeing. This is how bad it is, because it happened overnight and nobody got out for the first 4 hours. So, yeah.
I think it's pretty cool because not only can Leo assisting other officer out in the field, walking around, putting off suspect or training a fire, but you also have the 911 dispatch who is actually there manning, and has there's crisis coming down, flooding, fire, whatever. You can scale, 100, maybe even 1,000, right? If you have a big hurricane coming in and people are calling left and right trying to get it. So I think it's pretty good technology. One of the things that we talked to Adam, City of Brea, is he likes it that we're not doing a major hardware refresh. We're just adding on top of the infrastructure that they have. So he said that was one thing that he really liked.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think what you guys are doing is going to impact like up here or even down in Chicago, because they've got very up tech hardware, and if what is working for you guys should be what's working here. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. It's fun stuff. So we liked it a lot. How do you like my avatar?
I liked your avatar. It was very nice.
Shannon, you are the only one that likes it because both Thomas and I hated it.
I just think he needs to switch
I thought he was pretty handsome,
See, he's very biased, and and actually, it's funny. He developed a Hispanic accent somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Hey, I do live in California. You know that, right?
Well, anyway, Shannon, so the whole idea is just to show you what we've done so far. We still gonna work to add more capability. For example, right now, right? We have a list of multiple avatars, male, female, different races, different tone, this and that, even multilingual. I think Thomas just showed a Chinese speaking avatar to another client the last hour. So and then we're working on trying to reskin the background. So let's say if it's a county of Milwaukee, there'll be like the county of Milwaukee in the background and that's and that.
There you go. Yeah, right? That was my question. Can you reskin to show the background of the agency and then even like the uniform that the avatar has on?
Yeah, like for example, we have a client that her constituent is in Africa, in Uganda actually. She said, hey, could you guys make the avatar that is more toward the younger people in Uganda? So to me, I read like maybe a younger looking African American person, right? That will be more related to that crowd. So yeah, you can do that. And then the big thing that we're working on is we're going to try to work on a couple of POC to actually integrate the API between the legacy applications and what we do. So that way data gets sent over to the dispatch call center and gets sent over from the drone. All of that stuff are happening. But we love to, maybe if you can see if Josh and George or other people want to see this, I mean, with your input, we have to put together a more substantial demo that we can show them, hey, this is training, this is Leo, this is the dispatch center, all that stuff, and
Well, what I would like to do is get Josh minimally to give me his training protocols. And get those to you, and then say who does your training and have the avatar ready. But if I can get like a short video of who actually does the training and them reading a book or whatever, so that you guys could do that, that would be helpful. And then when you do that demo, it's like, here it is. And what I'll do is I'll email Josh and George and tell them, okay, you guys really need to see this. This is pretty cool. They took all of your input and they applied it. Would you be willing to, it's easier to get it from Josh. Waukesha has a lot of red tape. Whereas with Josh, I can just say, send me your training protocols over and your incident response protocols for fire, and give me for the police department, give me an example of you guys are responding to a multi-vehicle accident and there's a shooter. So we have to be able to, that way we can do that, and just give me those SOPs. And then that's something that you can feed into the avatar ahead of time. So now that I know the kind of the use cases you guys want, that's easy enough for me to just say, just send me these. They'll set it up and then you guys can see it in action. I think that would be really interesting. George will see it because he'll sit in on the Stoughton one and go, hey, what about us? bigger department for you guys to work with.
Cool. I think we're presenting to the Police Chief Association, which is all the police chief in California. Love to get in front of the fire department chief as well. I know they have another association. I think that would be cool. Just have this technology help them, what they do.
Well, and the
Awesome.
nice thing with, if we can win Josh over, he's on the Fire Chiefs Association for the state of Wisconsin, and he's on Dane County's board. So it's real
Yeah.
easy for him to come in and say it's something to do. And
Yeah.
because it's AI, you can literally just upload everything. It's there, and day one you can start to do it. I think it's the integration piece that gets a little weird, but
Mhm.
you got enough technical people that they have their own on-site IT
Yeah.
people that they could probably work with you guys. And if it got really hard, I'm sure someone
Yeah.
nearby can come up and do it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll wait for your input. And meanwhile, I mean, if you
Mhm.
can be so kind to introduce us to the police chief of Seattle, that'd be great too. We'd love to talk to that person also, and anything we can do to help. There's nothing I like more than sending Martin and Thomas to Wisconsin in January just to do a face-to-face meeting.
I've been there. I used to work in Africa.
That's fine. Just
Green
give me
Bay.
your personal credit card,
Yeah.
Mike, and we'll have a lot of fun with Shannon.
I took my rental car and ran over one of those Canadian geese when they were
Oh,
trying to hibernate.
yep.
No, actually I did. But when I was driving down, it was winter, so the road was all white, and they were
Yep.
all over the road.
Yeah.
I have tried my best to forgotten how cold it was in the Chicago, Wisconsin area in the winter. It's cold.
It is gotten cold. If you guys get up here between November, December, it's tolerable. January is still a little chilly.
Yeah.
Not as much snow, but it still gets a little cold. So
Hey, I
But-
grew up in Indiana. As long as I don't have the chill factor, I'm okay.
yeah, there you are. But if you guys show up, I'll make sure I take you out so that you get nice and warm. It'll be
Oh,
fine.
all right.
I love
Fair
it.
enough.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shannon,
so-
Shannon, you should take the boys ice fishing.
I could take,
Yeah.
depending upon the time of year, I can take you spear fishing.
Oh, no.
I like
Oh,
this.
that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Big
Yeah, that'd be cool.
sturgeon where the spear is
Love
8
it.
feet long.
I love
Yeah.
Love
sturgeon.
it. Love
I'll
it.
Yeah.
say,
I'm
I'll
gonna
say,
turn
have
off the
fun.
recording, guys.
Yeah, I'll say, have fun. I'll be in my hotel room waiting for you.
Well, this is cool. No, you guys did a really good job with it. I think it is definitely something that's going to speak to them. And the
Yep.
more that we can get the